not good. Wow. That's 3 weeks? You can't see anything.
Dude, I can feel it. It might
You
not make it
can't.
to the next recording. I'll tell you that.
Your 3 weeks looks like somebody else's 2 days. Not even 2 days. Actually, your 3 weeks, I've seen people who could probably grow more facial hair in a day than that.
I mean, you're probably not wrong. I mean, I'm not trying to shy away from it. I get it. I get it.
See, now I can't grow anything else, but I can grow a mustache pretty quick. I could grow a mustache in a week, but that's
Okay.
it.
Do you want to have a? Do you want to see how long it would take you to grow a full grown mustache and see if I can grow something before you grow that mustache?
Maybe. That's as far as I'm going to go with it. Are you ready?
I am feeling good, feeling alive.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad that you got those two things together. You ready to get started?
You're such a dick.
Just making sure. Just start making sure you're ready to get started. I just need a
Yeah, I
simple
am.
yeah, like, yeah, I am. Okay, all right, here we go. Getting started. How much money would it take for you to rob somebody? In the sense that somebody is walking down the street carrying cash out in the open. Like you can clearly see the cash right there. How much money would they have to be carrying for you to rob them?
Well, I mean, there's a couple parameters. Would they fight back? Would there be a weapon involved?
They're your size. There's not a weapon involved that is shown. And there's a 10% chance you're going to get in trouble. That's it.
Oh yeah, then I'm taking those odds every day.
But how much money are you going to do it for? Like if they're walking down the street with $1,000, are you going to do it? $10,000, 50,000.
I mean, if I'm a younger person without kids or
Same age as
responsibility,
you are currently right now. Why do you
50
have to make
grand.
this so difficult?
50 grand.
What if it's a Tuesday and it's windy outside?
Because I'm
What
gonna
if the
get caught.
sun's at my back and I can't see
All
very
the
well?
because I'm going to get caught. So I have to determine if it's worth what's the amount of money worth me spending 2 to 5 years in jail that will help my family.
Okay, let's just assume you're not going to get caught and you don't have to hurt the person. You're just going to take the money and they might fight back a little bit. It's not going to be anything serious. Like how much money was somebody walking in cash before you're like, okay, I'm going to rob this person?
$100, 150 maybe.
150?
Yeah, I mean if it's money and I know I can get it, and yeah, why wouldn't you do it? Anyone would
Okay,
do it.
okay, but you have some moral compass.
Okay, yeah. Now I have morality. I mean probably 1,000. I feel like 500 would be too less, but 1,000 would be a nice sweet spot just to be able to walk up and pull it out of someone's pocket and keep walking.
Yeah, I feel like I would definitely do it for 50,000, but in my mind, 50,000 in cash probably really looks like 5,000 in cash, so I would probably do it for much less than I would think. But if somebody was walking past me with 100 grand in cash, I would really start to think about robbing them.
What is the most amount of money you've held or have seen that you can remember? And you don't have to say like the exact amount of you, but like what's a roundabout answer?
I think the highest amount of cash I've ever held was around $3,500 because I sold my truck and the guy paid me in cash.
uh, remember that poor truck
Oh, that was a great truck. Yeah, 3,500. What about you?
that I've held? Probably around 5 grand. I did see one time in a bank, and I don't know how much was there, but it was enough to have been silicone packaged. And there was like 9 of these silicone packages that were probably 3 feet by a foot. And I swear all I saw was $100 bills. And they were heavy enough they were being transported not on a dolly, but like one of those carry carts.
Oh, like it was just stacked up in cash?
Yeah. Like they took it somebody was doing something with it because they took it to like a room in the bank where I walked by it and there was just like a sea of people inside of it. So,
Something funny was going on then.
well,
Should have tried to get it.
Oh yeah. Hey, I'm here for the gangbang. I mean, I'm here for the money.
Okay, but if somebody dropped money right in front of you, like it was clearly that money had just fallen off out of that person's wallet,
Mm-hmm.
would you give it back if it was $100?
Is the person still there or are they gone?
They're right in front of you. They just dropped $100. Are you giving it back?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if I would. $100?
I would.
It's, if I was in a place where I could easily spend it, I don't think that I would. Like if it happened in Vegas and I could just walk into a casino. Are you moving over there?
I'm like my house. No, I'm kidding. My microphone fell, so I'm trying to I was trying to do it. It just stopped.
Dang, right. Right, okay. All right. The cover up is always worse than the crime most of the time. Right?
Yeah.
Like if you just would have said, I've dropped my mic, let me pick it up, and then you could have just done it instead of trying to like get around it and spending 20 minutes just
I didn't drop the mic, but I was trying to adjust it. Anyways, what were you saying?
I don't even remember now. Because I got so upset over your mic that
It's good that you don't even listen to your own bullshit.
No, I just try to. As soon as things. I don't know what it is. If it's my personality or something that I've changed. Like as soon as something's over, it's over to me.
I mean, I'm definitely not like I don't think about things as much as I used to.
I'm not a dweller.
I don't. You got to move on. Life's too short to dwell on the same thing.
Oh yeah, there's always some new crisis coming up. You can't focus on the old stuff. You got to get ready for the new problem. Okay,
No,
well you. That's
not
how
in
I look at it.
2025. There are no problems.
God, man. Yeah. Oh.
Anyways.
Anyways.
All right. Let's give some shout outs to people that hopefully don't have any problems. Matt Newman, Nancy Trivia, Juliet Nona, Raphael Puglia,
Good, I guess. That was nice.
Tristan James, Roberto Colombo, Veronica Lalueta, JD King, Kelly Eileen, and we're going to end on a simple, good, old, wholesome American name, Billy Smith.
I don't mind a Billy Smith. You don't see a lot of Billies.
Not anymore, no.
It's dropping off. Not a lot of Billies. Okay.
Definitely do know. Well, let's see. What do we want to chat about? Do we? I feel like I said, every week so far during the Trump presidency, which has only been a month, believe it or not. We're just approaching the month. We could talk about so many things, but
I think that you can kind of talk about this in a non-political way and just feel like, oh, what is going on now?
Yeah.
Like there's always like, what's happening now? What's happening now?
Did you? So the problem is you don't keep up on current events, so it's hard to converse with you. Did you watch the SNL 50th anniversary?
No.
Of course not.
I never had any desire to watch it. I don't think I've ever watched Saturday Night Live. I know that I've never sat down and watched Saturday Night Live. I've seen skits, but otherwise I don't really particularly find it that funny.
Okay. I think it's hilarious, and I think there's been plenty of skits on there. I mean, it's launched how many people's careers?
Yeah, but okay, it launches their careers, but how far does it really launch them? Like they always seem to go a little bit up and then they go away. It doesn't launch other than Adam Sandler. Prolonged A-list celebrities. Eddie Murphy, I guess. It used to, but now you don't really see people. Even somebody like what's her name? She would do Sarah Palin.
Tina Fey.
Even her career has kind of dropped off in the last 5 years.
Our podcast rival, Tina Fey.
Oh, she have a podcast? I didn't know that.
Yeah, she beat us out for the Slammy or whatever it was.
Oh, she did beat us out, which is that. Right, I do remember this now. That shows you, right? Like, this shows you the career arc of people who get launched by a Saturday Night Live. They get launched, and then they end up competing with us for best podcast.
Right. That
Like that? Is that the career arc you? Is that the career arc you want? Like, who are these people?
Oh,
And we lost to them?
that should be like the tagline of this episode. Tina Fey, how you doing?
How you doing? What's it like to lose to us?
How you
Like
doing?
that has to be terrible. But okay,
Um,
what big celebrities that have had a sustained big career has Saturday Night Live launched recently?
recently?
Recently.
I mean, are we going as far back as Jimmy Fallon, or is that too far?
Even him, I wouldn't say somebody, okay, but that's a person who did the career make him or did the job make him? Like, he's famous because of the job that he does, not necessarily because he created that thing. Does that make any sense? It's like whoever they put in that position would be at the same level as him.
Oh, so you're saying that's the Brady spot then? Whoever is the Tonight Show host is just automatically going to be.
Yeah, I mean, generally, whenever you take a quarterback and pair them with a really good coach and a great defense, it's not going to be that hard.
I mean, I can't argue with you because you look at Carson Daly, who is on the Today Show, and it's like he's only stuck around because of the role he was put into. I don't
Right.
honestly think he's like that interesting or good of a presenter.
I don't think that most people are. I think that most of those talking heads on TV are much more of a symptom of the job rather than the person doing the job. Like, if you took somebody else, they would be just doing just fine as to, well. So, okay, there's my thing on your SNL. So, no, I didn't watch any of it, and I don't really find it funny, and I don't care.
I'm glad we had that talk.
Okay.
So I think we talked about Pete Davidson a couple weeks ago.
Right back into SNL, right? Okay, go ahead.
Well, no, this is yes, he's an SNL offshoot, but he showed his body with all the tattoos removed.
Yeah?
Man,
Let me look.
great job,
Does it
great
look,
job by whoever did that.
I mean, does it look good or like,
It does, and unless it's airbrushed, it looks fantastic.
but who knows if that's real or not anyway. And this picture that they took of him where he's sitting there like laying on the floor, like, why is a man laying like that? There's no way you would ever take a picture of me in that position. No way.
Would you let me take a picture of you in that
I
position?
wouldn't let my wife take a picture of that position. Even if she was like, hey, honey, this is really what gets me going right now is men in this position. Like, I still wouldn't, like, no, I'm not taking that position. I, as a man, don't even know how to get into the position that he is currently in.
That's funny.
Yeah, why are you, what? Man, I love those things that somebody thought was a good idea and they convinced everybody else is a good idea, and then afterwards you see it and you're like, what were you thinking? That's
Let's
terrible.
ta- let's talk about something that you might have an opinion on, which knowing you, you're not going to. So apparently, there's a new Marvel movie out where Harrison Ford plays the Red Hulk.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I'm a Marvel person.
I've heard that it's a disaster and it's a terrible movie and the character sucks. I don't know. I've never seen it, but why are they casting Harrison Ford, an 80-year-old man, to play the Hulk?
Because he's Harrison Ford,
Okay, that's
right?
it.
He's Harrison Ford. That's the only thing that, like, who else were you going to get? Was there somebody that you thought, don't get Harrison Ford, you should get this person? Because the character is older in the comics. Like, it's General Thunderbolt Ross, who is a little bit older and wiser as a general. So you're
Okay.
going to get somebody who's older to play that. And you can't get Tom Hanks to do it.
That's why I just wasn't sure. You said it perfectly for all of us out there that are just saying, the trailers or the clips of Harrison Ford turning into the Red Hulk. You said it. It's the character is an older general. It makes sense now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. You
It's
just gotta
true.
you gotta
Harrison
look.
Ford is the most overrated actor in Hollywood.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I don't know about that.
You
Yeah,
want to
but
talk about a
I
guy that got put into roles that were a shoe in?
it's Indiana Jones, dude, and Han
Sure.
Solo, and he did kind of make those a little bit. So I'm gonna disagree with you, but I don't have any other alternatives to offer up at this time.
So you agree with me. Let's see. Apparently, they're going to be remaking the Goonies. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Don't do me remake the Goonies. Like that's one of the ones you shouldn't do. Sandlot, don't do that. We really have run out of ideas. It's
Yeah.
amazing how the people running things really have no concept of what people actually want. You
Well,
know,
because
in all,
it's
I
all
think
about the
in,
dollar.
yeah, but in all aspects of life, I feel like the people making the decisions have no concept of what life is like for real people.
Absolutely. Look at the people that control 95% of the earth. They have no idea how to really run a company. They're just out for them.
Oh no. Once you
Anyways.
get, like, now that I have this big high powered job, and you get to be in a job with other big high powered people, you realize that, like, oh, you really don't have any better of an idea what you're doing than anybody else. Like,
That
once
is
you just
true.
got to get in the room. It doesn't mean the people in the room are any smarter than you. They're just in the room.
Getting in the room is
Name
basically
recognition.
all the battle. I already know the answer to this, but I'll ask anyways.
Why
Did
do
you
you do
watch?
that? Why do you do that?
Because I'm hoping that you'll surprise me and the audience and say, "Oh
But
yeah,
you always have to add a disclaimer
I
or
have
like
to." I have to because I know what you're gonna say, and I don't want people to be let down because you're the only person on the face of this earth that doesn't know about these things.
I think you should have more confidence in yourself.
I have confidence in me. It's you that I don't have confidence in.
I just come on, Red Hulk, get
Did
red.
did I would turn red too? Did you watch Canada and the USA in
I
hockey?
watched them get in fights at the beginning and realized
Right.
I'm not. I need to be watching more hockey.
Well, I can tell you that that's not how hockey usually is. It does happen, but that was a great game. I actually, as of this recording, I believe they are going to have a rematch during the middle of this week. So by the
Oh, they're
time
gonna
this
go for
episode comes
more
out,
fighting. I don't
I hope so.
understand why it's like the talking heads on TV are like, "There's too much fighting in hockey." Like, there's too much entertainment. That's like saying there's too much fun at this place. It's too fun.
Well,
I just want
hockey,
to see an excellent bounce pass.
all the old boomers are going to say that hockey isn't a sport anymore because it's a finesse game now. You know, Europeans and blah 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 infiltrated, and it's about stick handling and scoring. It's not about how much cocaine you did and who you can kick the shit out of on a blade. You know, like
Bring it
which
back. It should
yeah.
just
Well,
be who's the best fighter, and if the puck goes in the thing, then it just that's okay.
we all know who the best fighter is. His name's The Rock. All right. This is a completely 180, but
Okay.
I was talking to a friend over the weekend, and I don't usually drop my jaw very often, but they told me that him and his wife, just paid $3,000 for a vacuum.
$3,000 for a vacuum? That
So I
better
got
it better run itself. It better completely run itself. I better not have to do a damn thing. I don't want to empty the bag. I don't want to program it. I don't want to have to turn it on. Like that thing better be doing everything by itself.
so apparently, and I'm not gonna say what kind it is because I don't want to put them out there, but apparently this has like four motors and five different levels, and it's just like the best vacuum you can buy.
It
I
better
don't
be
think Yeah, I wouldn't spend over, and I don't think my question to you is that's absurd. And secondly, what's the most you've ever paid for a vacuum?
oh, I don't even know. Maybe
A couple hundred bucks.
$500 for like a
Yeah,
Dyson.
yeah,
I'm not
fair enough.
spending more than $600 on anything like that. $3,000, like that thing better be pulling a golf ball through a garden hose with its suction, right? Like that thing better be doing everything. $3,000? What is
Yeah,
there? I
man.
mean, does it?
No.
But I will say this, okay? I used to only buy crappy bikes, like crappy. We're talking Huffy, Walmart specials, like paying $150, $200 and under for a bike.
Yeah.
And I got into mountain biking and bought a $3,000 bike. And the difference between something that's like pretty good versus something that's really good is insane to me. Like that's not a bike, that's a machine. So maybe their vacuum is just like doing something you wouldn't believe.
Well, I mean, I definitely, as I get older, I'm gonna spend money on quality now, rather than cheap stuff on certain things.
You got
So I agree with you.
how much money you gonna spend on a vacuum, honestly?
I mean, probably under 1,000, but I mean, I would probably go that high if I mean we have a I don't know, we have a pretty decent Dyson. I don't know what it costs, but I don't think it was over $1,000. But
Okay, I was really thought you were gonna say something about your basement right there, and then I just realized that we're having a conversation about vacuum cleaners, and I'm pretty upset about where you've taken me in this life.
you all are welcome. It only took 7 years, but I got them. Anyways, about my basement, I got a dartboard,
You'd already told us this.
and my daughter started playing. My oldest daughter, and there was like 7 holes in the wall.
Well,
So
yeah, dude. Why should you be surprised at all?
I'm not, but that's just my basement talk for today. I have nothing else. Nothing
Okay,
else
I
for my
wouldn't. I
basement.
wouldn't get a dartboard in my basement when I have children under the age of 7 because there's only one way that's gonna work.
Because you don't like fun. You don't like fun at all.
I don't consider fixing all the holes in the wall fun.
You don't
I
like
would have
fun.
gotten a plastic one.
You're anti-fun.
No, I'm anti have wasting my money.
I
I'm
try to have
anti spending.
conversations with you during your dance party. You ignore me.
Oh, I don't remember that. I was having a dance party. Why am I going to be having a conversation with you? Like, here's my choices: dance around with my wife or talk to John on the phone.
I
Like, you
want
probably
you
would have been
to live
asleep
stream it next
anyway.
time. I want you to live stream it
You
next
can't. It's in the basement. It's too dark. You can't see anything.
time. Anyways, let's just move on, please.
Okay, you ready for our top 5?
I think it's gonna be a fun one.
Okay, so our top 5 is video game worlds we'd like to live in. Like, oh, I'd live there. It's your number 5.
So I have a question. First off,
Okay.
when you say video game worlds, like
Yeah.
I'm not the main character, right? I'm just in the world.
You're living in the world regardless. You're just hanging out.
Okay.
You get to live in that world.
Fair, I guess. That I don't think my list is gonna make any sense, but I guess we'll give it the old college try here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start off by number 5 with Halo.
Oh, that sounds awful place to live. Why do you want to live in Halo?
Why? It'd
Because
be
you're gonna be like
fantastic.
people getting shot all over the place, man. Like you're gonna die.
See,
Like being in war in real life is probably not really that fun.
I didn't think that would. I don't know. I'm thinking more of like the game itself and the great graphics and the worlds, and maybe I'd be on a planet where there was no fighting.
Oh, possibly. My number 5 is Animal Crossing, the village in Animal Crossing. That seems like a really nice place to live.
Oh, my list is so terrible. I just realized it's
Yeah,
so bad.
you didn't think this through at all. I'd live in Animal Crossing. It seems like a nice, peaceful place. Get to meet people, have animal friends. It'd be awesome.
You want to know what my number 4 is?
What's it gonna be?
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, I mean, it would keep you on your toes. Like if you lived in Vice City or whatever, any
Yeah,
Grand Theft
man.
Auto place, like you'd have to be on a swivel. You'd have an exciting life. There'd be a lot of things
Yeah,
to see.
be a lot of fun, and you could be a criminal. Like I don't know, just it'd be fun, be
It'd
interesting.
be like, okay, it would be fun to live in like a Grand Theft Auto city as long as you didn't like you just recovered and respawned. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
But otherwise you wouldn't want one shot at that.
I would
Uh
not know.
my number 4 is Street Fighter. I would live in the Street Fighter world. It seems like there's a lot going on. There's a lot to see. Everybody's settling things with their hands.
Or like supernatural powers. Like it's not
Yeah,
all
but you just
stands.
bounce right back up. It doesn't really seem to bother him that much. You can get like
I mean,
pile drived by an 800 pound Russian wrestler and you just get up. Street Fighter looks like a good place to live. I would live there. Seems like a lot of activity happening. Always
yeah,
something to see. You just be walking down the street, see M Bison come flying in with his powers. Awesome.
there's definitely something to see there. You're not wrong.
Yep.
Man, my list is real shitty. I put my number 3 as Mario Kart. Like the
Oh,
Mario
I'd live
Kart
in
universe.
yeah, I'd live in Mario Kart. That looks fun. Could you
Yeah,
imagine if that was your drive to work though? Like
no,
this.
I would.
Like those are all the highways with those chain chomps and everything on them. Like, god
Red
dang, can
shells.
we just build a
Red
new? That'd be amazing.
No.
If you could have like red shells and green shells out on the highway, would you be lighting people up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Obviously, don't want anyone to get seriously hurt, but yes, I would be
What are
firing
you?
red shells.
You need
What?
to, what are you doing over there? Like, is
I
your
just
body okay?
my body's it's undergoing some things. It's
You're just,
undergoing some things. I'm trying to get back to being semi-healthy. So,
how's that working out? It doesn't sound like it's going very well.
well, my hands are shaking. My body's doing weird things. You know.
Oh well, you gotta get. I started reading our chat and completely got lost about what I'm saying. Like I got no idea what we were talking about. We
You're
gotta,
trying
gotta.
to tell me to get it together.
Hey,
Holy
you
shit.
gotta listen, man. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
I mean, a nice compliment there would have been nice.
You're doing a
But
great job. You're doing a great job. Okay, did you say you're number 3?
yes, Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I didn't put Mario Kart because I had too many like Mario kind of things on there. My number 3 would be No Man's Sky. Just flying around, exploring all these planets.
The fuck is?
Awesome.
I don't even know what No Man's Sky is.
It's like a space exploration game.
All right. Well,
Way to play. How do you know? It's the biggest game in the world.
is it? I don't think it is.
No, I don't know. Okay, you're number 2.
Okay, hold on. I have to look it up because I think I messed up its name. But I want to say it right. Do you remember Parappa the Rapper?
Hell yeah, I do. Don't talk to me about Parappa the Rapper, son. I've been playing Parappa the Rapper since before you were born.
Yeah, that would be my number 2. And for anyone out there that is unaware of this game, it was on PlayStation, and essentially you were a rapping dog. And yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I actually wish I don't have that game. I may go try to find it on eBay tonight.
Parappa the Rapper?
Yeah.
I think it's famous for its name, but I don't know if it's famous for actually being fun.
Well, and I don't think it's an actually like good game.
I thought about living in like the Guitar Hero universe. Just play music all day.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. My number 2 is the Mushroom Kingdom. Specifically
Okay.
from Super Mario World. Looks like a good place. Those lands made out of chocolate.
See, the way that you kind of mentioned about like GTA and all that is how I feel about that. Like, I don't want fireballs and, I don't even know what they're called. The things on the chains coming after me. Like,
Chain chomp.
Chain chomp. Yeah, everything's coming at you, Like, I just can't do it.
It'd be way safer to live in the Mario Kingdom than it would be to live in the Grand Theft Auto.
You think, until you get into Mario's kingdom and you get your ass beat.
You just like, man, you just go back into your shell. You just gotta watch out for Mario.
Because I remember the fire levels.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to live on the fire level unless I was like one of those fire things in there. What's your number 1?
I hope I get hate for this because I deserve to get hate.
I'm sure you will.
But I have to put it on there because it would be the best universe to live in, and that's the Pokemon universe.
I mean, that would be kind of awesome. Like seeing have your own like animal friend that can communicate with you, but kind of not communicate with you. Like, no, he can only say this one word.
Yeah, like you can raise it from being a baby to being a badass, and then you can collect others, and then you can fight other monsters. Like, because if you watch Pokemon, no one actually gets hurt in the series.
No, they just go back into. I mean, it's a little mean, I think, to the Pokemon. Because you're capturing them and like keeping them in a little ball. It seems like, animal rights may have some issues with that. But still, I would agree with you. The only thing I don't agree with is the way that you say Pokemon.
Why? Pokemon.
I don't know. It just doesn't seem right.
Pokemon.
It's like Sandwedge. That's the other one that you say. I'm like, what are you saying? It's not a golf club. It's a meal that you eat.
We're going to go have a sandwich.
My number 1 is Hyrule. The first time I played Breath of the Wild, I was like, I would live in Hyrule. This looks amazing.
Is that
And even though
Zelda?
there's all this danger everywhere, if you like live in one of the villages, it doesn't seem like it affects you very much.
Is that Zelda?
Yeah, that's Zelda.
Oh, I don't know. I play adult games like Pokemon.
There. What's in your honorable mention?
So I put Forza, like the Forza world. Like that would be really cool just to be able to just hop into cars, like
The
fast
what?
sports car. Forza. Okay, it's not a Nintendo game, so no
Oh,
wonder
is
you
it
don't
like
know it.
realistic for people who want to have a realistic driving game?
Yeah, it's the most. I mean,
I
I
don't
think
understand. I don't understand those kind of things. Like, why would you ever want a realistic driving game? You want realistic, just go drive your car.
it's kind of twofold because Forza, a lot of the professional race teams use it as their race sim. So a lot of the armchair quarterbacks probably think that they can make it big someday if they master the game or something. I don't know.
Let's not say things like that, like you're in, like you're cool, right? It's a simulation. You don't earn the right to say it's a race sim. Okay?
Who?
You,
Me?
you.
You have no idea how I am on the race sim. Maybe I'm amazing at it.
Oh, then why aren't you in Formula One? If you were so good,
Because
why
I
aren't you
weigh
out there racing?
275 pounds.
Oh, what if that's all that's holding you back? What if you could be the greatest racer in the world, but you're too big to get in the car?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even be able to fit. There's a weight limit in Formula One. It sucks.
What's
Like
the weight limit in Formula One?
82 kilograms, whatever that is. That 165 pounds.
No, 82? That'd be less than 200. It's
Uh,
2.2 pounds or something like that. So it's 160. It's
180.
close. Oh man. Oh,
So
dude, you're like 100 pounds off. What if they had like F1 for big boys and called it Fat One?
wait a minute. Did we just come up with the next big thing?
Probably not. I mean,
Fat, but
it's
we
just like it's just big, slower cars.
but we could call it like
Big boys
PHAT
racing.
one, like Fat One.
Fat One.
You know,
PH1. I want to see the big boys
just
race. Prizes
can
are
it?
all like a sandwich.
Do you know what's been stuck in my head since I heard it? Speaking of things,
How big of a dog do you have?
he's giant. Can you hear that? He's giant.
Oh yeah, he sounds like that. I like I'm not breaking into this house kind of dog.
He's a Great Pyrenees, so he stands about 4 feet tall. He's about 120 pounds.
Oh, that's a big dog.
He's a
Is he
big
more of a
dog.
man than you?
You really just have to be born with a penis, and you're more of a man.
Oh,
So,
I know. I'm gonna get a dog, big dog too. It's gonna be more of a man than me. Anyway, what were you gonna say about your?
the Kendrick Lamar performance, I am addicted to him now. Like I knew of him, I liked him, but man, looking back on that Super Bowl performance, I don't think I gave him enough credit. I think he did a fantastic job.
My only thing is that I'm under the understanding that he wore 29-inch waist jeans, which I don't understand how that's even possible. A
Like,
29-inch waist?
I mean, he's a little guy
That's
or
really
little.
little. I'm not a big person, and I've never had that. Like I was 5'8 3/4", 140 pounds, and didn't have a 29-inch waist.
That's because
I
you
wore like 32s,
probably couldn't fit your. Never
big
mind.
old calves.
Anyways, what's your anything honorable mention?
I had Pokemon. I also had Wii Sports Resort. I would live at Wii Sports Resort.
That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, that'd be fun.
We'll go golfing today. All those activities in one place. That
Yeah,
sounds
that could be fun.
amazing. Wii Sports
Yeah.
Resort should be higher on the list. Um, Mass Effect,
Is that
futuristic,
sports or
spacey.
space game?
Yeah, I would live in there. Also, probably like City Simulator. Imagine like or The Sims, back when you could build cities, get stuff done so quick. Like,
Except
oh, when's the new mall opening? 3 years from now. Nope, 30 seconds.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, we need to build a highway. It's done already.
That's actually kind of funny.
The construction process would make it well worthwhile.
Yeah, it would. All
Okay,
right.
that's
Well,
it. All right, all right, all
yeah.
right.
Till
Smoke
next
them.
time.
All right, smoke them if you got them, I guess. Okay, hold on.
You never get this right. It's a simple button.
It's not a simple button. It's 3 different buttons.